Welcome to Fishing with CJ. Down on the beach. And today with me is Billy Bob the Blog Dog. Today we're down on the beach and we are going to be fishing for, I'm not going to declare my species because as soon as I do that I'm guaranteed to fail. But needless to say, we are fishing on the beach. Right, let's have a quick look at the equipment. We've got two rods, both with multipliers, but one multiplier has braid and the other multiplier has monofill. So I'm experimenting using braid on a multiplier, but something I said I'd never do. But I'm going to give it a go. It's heavy duty braid. It's 70 odd pound breaking strain braid, so it's strong stuff. So it means I've got no shock leader, and that is on my Pen casting special. And on the Mag 4 I have monofill. Just a quick look at the rigs. As you see, they're on short snoods, clipped down into a breakaway lead. The only difference being one's got 3 snoods and the other one's got 2. There was no rhyme or reason, it's just the way they came out of the tackle box. They're on trapped swivels, as I say, clipped down in a cascade. This rod has also got a load of beads on it, with the idea, hopefully, of catching us a flatfish during daylight. Once it gets dark, I will switch over to bigger rigs because our target species will change once it gets dark. We're going to be fishing sort of either side of the high tide, sort of 2 hours up and 2 hours down is the plan. So, no more ado, let's get fishing. Got a bit of activity on the left-hand rod, but I think it's weed in the surf. I don't know, could be a fish. Let's wind it and have a look. Either way, it needs to be cast out again, I think. I think we need to put a heavier lead on this. I think that lead is not heavy enough. Oh, bloody hook. Never freed off the breakaway, either. That not happen. Leave that on there so it doesn't swing about and tangle up. Well, all the time I fished here, it's been late at night, and I didn't realise there's actually a little cafe just there. Unfortunately, they're just about to shut, so they've got rid of all their food, apart from a bit of shortbread, and I've got an oaty flapjack as well. So we're having tea and a bit of cake on the beach, me and Billy Bob. You can see Billy Bob is alive to the fact that there's cake. There you go. So he's having a bit of shortbread as well. Yeah, got 2 rods out. I don't anticipate catching a great deal. The water's very, very coloured, so if we were hoping for a place, it's unlikely. But I'm kind of hoping later as the sun goes down, it might actually, the target species might turn up, which I'm not saying what that is. Billy Bob. I'm meant to be on a diet, but it's a weekend. And the dog's eating half of it anyway. Doesn't count if it's with tea. That right hand rod is interesting. The monofill has held really well. So maybe the stretch in the monofill allows for that to happen. Whereas the braid, I don't have this problem with fixed ball reels. The braid has swung all the way around cross tide, so we're going to have to bring that in. It is nodding and banging, so it's probably weed, but we'll have a look. Yeah, we'll wind that in a second and have a look, see what's on there. Probably need to bring the left-hand rod in and just check the bait actually. Been out for a little while now. The trouble is the wind is kind of from that direction. So I'm not really sheltered from the wind by this shelter. If I get in out of the shelter, out of the wind, I can't see my rods. So it gives the dog somewhere to sit, doesn't it? Out of the wind. Oh. Yeah, something going on with the right-hand rod, but I don't suspect it's nothing. Well, feels heavy, but maybe it's weed. It's not tugging. Oh, I've got a fish. I suspect it's not one I'm going to dance for, but it might tempt me into putting a stinger rig on. I've got a fish and it's come wrapped up in a plastic bag. Oh no, I've got two fish. They come in their own packaging. Right, I'm not dancing, I'm not doing, it's not a blank dance for these, but it's not a blank. And they come with their own wrapping. But two very nice little live bait size whiting. Am I going to get involved in dead baiting for pike? Because they would be great dead baits. Right, let's bring the other rod in. It's been out there for a while. There's whiting about. There's every chance we've got a load on here. Not that I've seen anything. Just goes to show that monofill damps out the bites. This is my blinged up rig, so let's hope the bling has attracted something interesting other than a whiting. Again, it feels like I'm bringing something in. Definitely some weed on the leader knot. One of the downsides of using monofill. What have we got here? Got a lot of cabbage. A lot of cabbage and a little ting, I feel. But this is the problem, leader knot, weed in it. I do believe that this is a little pouting. But again, lovely live bait size, not live bait, dead bait size. Here he is. Here's Brian the man. So there is a little pouting. And you can be sure it's a pouting because one, it's a bit deeper in the belly, and two, it's got a little bib. So it's got a little bib there, at the bottom of his chin, which we're going to freeze that and keep it for dead bait. We've just been joined by Brian. I've got a fishy hand. Yeah, and you, mate. It's good to see you. Hang on a minute. Keep me in the shot. Here you go.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Oh, I chopped your head off. Stand by.
Taking my head off would be the right thing, according to my wife, so no problem. How's it going out there?
I've had 2 little white in and 1 little pout in so far, which I'm only fishing with little baits at the moment. I'm going to wait until the sun goes down and then whack the big baits up.
Put some ray baits out.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
I've not declared what we're going for.
Anything with fins, guys.
Yeah, flat fit, anything flat. Yeah, so, mate, yeah, let's kill this. Well, got some more white in, another pair of white in. So we're gonna put a stinger rig on this. These can go into the freezer for pike baits. Oh, it's better size whiting actually. Billy Bob. There you go. So another pair of whiting. As I say, better size than the first 2 that came in. But I don't want to catch loads of whiting, so what we're going to do is we're going to swap this over to a stinger rig. See if we can't pick up a conger eel on a whiting as bait. So we'll get those off and get them in. They might be a bit big for live baits, I don't know. Get these back. They seldom survive, but if they wash up, they go in a freezer bag. That one might be all right as a live bait, a dead bait. Got loads of lettuce on there. Got salad to go with my tea. Getting sealed here, look.
Oh, crikey, yeah.
Yeah. Right, you're not going to be able to see this, but out in front of us there is a seal, or there was. Can't see it now, it's dived down. It's eating all the fish.
My rod screen's off now, we've got a problem.
I've had them take fish on when I went out boat fishing in Cornwall. Yeah, there was a seal. Well, the right hand is the live bait rod, so that's good. That means there's a whiting on there. Yeah, yeah, that's good. So when that goes, yeah, yeah, and I've probably got a bite on the left hand rod if the truth be known, but because it's got monofill, you can't, it don't register anything. Yeah, the seal, there was a seal there, but it's gone, so I'll stop filming. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to blast this out. Got a bit of bluey on here now. Giving up on the whitings, other than as bait. Hopefully the tide's going to bring that around so it's not over the end of that groin.
Yeah, I think you'll be right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've been fishing for quite a while now. We had those whiting earlier on. Even the whiting seems to have gone off now. I've had a stinger rig out. I brought it in just now, and there was nothing on it. The tide is on the turn now, so we've probably got another hour or so and then that's it. It won't be worth fishing after that. So what time is it now? It is, oh, it's 7:15. So actually we've got 2 hours, 2 hours to fish if we can withstand the cold and the wind. The wind has picked up a bit, but you know, it's fishing, isn't it? Let's turn around and have a look at the rods. So the rods are nodding, but I think that's just rubbish on the line. You can see what the wind is doing because there's like what looks like a dirty snowdrift down there, but it's not. That's foam that's coming off the waves. Brian's in the same boat. He's not catching much. Just the same as me, whiting, and that's it really. So I'll let you know if we catch something. Well, the rods are nodding around, but I don't think it's fish. I think it's little bits of weed that are on the line. Yeah, I don't think we're going to achieve the target species tonight. The target species is rays. Really, I suppose I ought to check the baits, make sure I've got bait on there. Could just be fishing with bare hooks now, couldn't I? Yeah, let's wind them in and see what we got on there. I think that's a fish. It was acting a bit odd just now, actually. Yeah. Well, this is the one that got live bait rig on it, so. Ooh. Something there. There is definitely something there. There's something on there. Yeah. Sorry? That was the lead coming out, but there was something pulling at it while I had it under pressure. None of your rods going slack? Oh, oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I think I've got an eel on here. Was it dogfish? It's a dogfish. It's taking the little stinger worm, isn't it? I thought it was something good for a minute there.
It got caught tight in that run, didn't it?
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well. There we go. A dogfish! But somehow it's got the big hook in its mouth. I don't know how it's managed that.
Well, with these conditions tonight, it's a very welcome dog.
Yeah. The saviour of many a blank, shall I say. They tough as old boots, aren't they? Hang on a minute, I've got some. Just drop it for a second. I say I've got something. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so I've got it. There you go.
That little look.
Yeah, good.
Well.
Yeah. Oh, you go.
There he is.
So there we go. The small spotted cat shark. The saviour of many a blank. So let's get him back. And away! Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? Quite pleased to see that. You know, ordinarily they're a bloody pest, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely felt, I thought I had something decent on there. It really felt like something good was coming, like an eel. Yeah. I think I'm going to pack the stinger rig away. I think it's had a... I think fishing 2 rods in these conditions is... And yeah, I think I'm going to be calling it soon, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that as well, to be honest. Leave the big boat out and have the little one in.
Right, so I'm going to... oh, sorry, I'll dazzle you all with my light. Right, I'm going to call it a night, I think, fairly soon. I'm going to pack the stinger rig away now. It caught a fish, albeit a dogfish. We've got a bluey out there for a little while. See what we can get on that. But I'm gradually packing stuff up now, and yeah, catch you in a bit. Well, you never believe it. I've wound in my rig, and I've wound it in, and what have I got? I've got another dogfish. Taken a large bait meant for a ray. Ow. Taking it all the way down, as they do. But,